Hi, my name is Nyx and I'm an artist living and working in the northeast of England, trying to build my own art business. Let's talk about what goals I hit in 2023, what I failed at, and some big news which changes my 2024 goals a lot. Let's get into it. Oh, that's good tea. So one of my first goals of 2023 was to open my own website shop. I already had my own website, but it was really just a hub where you could get to my Etsy shop and things like that, but I wanted my own store and I wanted to do it through Shopify. So I did that in the summer and it took a couple of months to do. It was really difficult, but I managed to do it and I managed to get the shop up and running, and it went really well because Etsy fees are just so high and the Shopify fees are a lot lower, and I'm so glad I hit that goal and I'm glad I did it in the summer. It was a good time to work on a shop then because it's a bit quieter. It's better than doing it at the end of the year or at the start of the year. I also changed my branding at like the same time and I'm still so happy with my new branding. It's not hugely different to before, but I just wanted to make it, I just wanted to change it, and I did that at the same time and it all just felt very fluid, and I managed to get that done. And I still love my branding, I love my website. I feel like I'm in control of everything on the website, which you're not really on Etsy. It's highly customizable, I can change the themes, there's so much more I can do. So I really recommend doing your own website if you haven't already. Another one of my goals was to launch washi tape and stationery this year, and I hit that as well. I managed to design washi tape in, I think it was basically a year ago, so about January 2023, and I released it in my spring launch and it went really well. I had 3 designs. I've actually just done a whole load of new washi tape designs for 2024. I also designed stationery, which was the other goal. I did notepads, I did planner pads, and they have been doing so well in the shop that I really want to do some more designs, because I only have 2 designs. I have a mushroom forest and I have a cozy cocoa, and I love them so much. I'd really like to do some different types of notepads as well. One of my other goals of 2023 was to take part in local markets, and I would say I hit that as well. I did a few church markets earlier in the year. I did a workplace market, I did a school market just gone in December, and I also did some more medium-sized markets. I did the Lunar Night Market, which takes place across the northeast, and I did that a few times and it had mixed results. The local markets had mixed results, and I feel like I learned a lot about how to choose which markets and when to do them as well. And I feel like I'm so glad I got that experience, because I absolutely love doing markets. I know not every artist does and likes putting themselves out there like face to face, but I really enjoy doing it. It feels like it makes my job feel more real, if you know what I mean. Like I'm standing there behind the table and people are coming along and looking at my products, and I feel like I can network and connect to other artists. It's not always about how much I make, because really that varies wildly and doesn't have much to do with my brand or me. It's really to do with the audience, the location, the time you're doing the market, etc. I can do a whole video on that if you like as well. I definitely hit that goal for 2023. Another one of my goals for 2023 was to continue uploading to YouTube like once or twice a month. I don't feel like I hit that. I mean, I did hit that. I did technically. I did at least kind of 1 video a month. I think there might have been 1 month where I didn't upload, and that was when I was making my website and I just kind of put everything on the back burner while I did it. So I did hit that, but because I was a part-time artist, I really struggled to prioritize YouTube when I was trying to prioritize obviously my job and product design and doing shop updates and all those little bits that go along with that. YouTube kind of fell off the wagon, even though I really like YouTube. But I did manage to do like 1 a month, sometimes 2 a month, and I'm really happy that I even managed to do that, even though it wasn't my best work. I felt like I was rushing it a bit, but I did manage to do it. So I kind of technically did hit that goal. My last goal of 2023 was to scale up my product variety to 100 listings across both, you know, like my Etsy and my Shopify, because they have the same listings. And I didn't hit that. And I think it was a little ambitious. I'm currently sitting at about 90 listings, but that was with the new year launch. So technically for 2023 I think I had about 70 listings, so I was about 30 off hitting that. It's something I learned is that it's really hard to keep bringing a variety of products. I've learned at an average about 20 listings or 20 products per shop update, so it kind of helps me gauge how many I can do in the next year, which I'll get onto when I go over my 2024 goals soon. Things like products going out of stock brings your listings down, and I have quite a few go out of stock and then I'm like, oh, I need to restock that, and then I've got these new ones, and it's learning to juggle it all, which I've gained a lot of experience in this year. So no, I didn't hit that goal, but it's absolutely fine. Now I've got one big piece of news which changes my 2024 goals, and I've been waiting to say it because the last few months of the year have been very difficult for me. It's basically, I'm now a full-time artist. So my circumstances changed at the end of 2023, and I've decided to give SwirliNyx a go as a full-time thing. So with that in mind, I'm going to tell you my 2024 goals now that I'm full-time and I can do more. So my first goal of 2024, which is my main goal, it's my most important goal, is to launch a Patreon. I've been thinking about this for a long time, probably over 6 months. I've been curating my tiers, deciding what they're going to be, deciding what's going to be in each tier, but it's never been the right time to launch it, especially with the different things changing in my life. I actually wanted to launch my Patreon kind of February this year, 2024, but I'm going on holiday to Florida at the end of January, and I'm also moving house kind of February time. Still don't have a specific date on that, so it's really not the right time to launch a Patreon. So I'm thinking March or April I'm gonna launch the first 2 tiers and see how that goes for a bit. I'm trying to make this, it's really important to me that I get this right, and I want to offer things that you guys are going to find useful or entertaining or educational or fun, and I really want this to work, and I know how important Patreon as an income can be for an artist, so watch out for that, because that is the main goal for this year. Then I'm thinking of maybe adding like a rewards tier once I settle into like the routine of Patreon, like, you know, where you receive physical rewards in the mail. I would absolutely love to do that, and to get into a routine of doing that every month would be the dream. If you would let me know in the comments what you would like to see from a Swirly Patreon, that would be extremely helpful, and seeing if it matches anything that I've already got planned and written down. One of my next goals of 2024 is to take part in some larger markets and conventions. So I kind of took the step in 2023, dipping my toe in the market scene, did some local ones and then some bigger ones, and now I'd like to do some even larger ones and more curated to like what I sell. And I feel like I've already took steps for that. I have applied to sell at Stationery Fest, which takes place in Manchester, and I'm waiting to hear back from that, so I really hope I can get into Stationery Fest. I've also applied to be part of the Living North markets. I actually got approached personally by them. There's some large markets in York and Newcastle that I've applied to, and I'm hoping to hear back from them soon as well, like, because that's a really big market. I'm also doing a Comic-Con in Newcastle in the summer, and I've applied to some other Comic-Cons. I don't really have anything planned for the latter half of the year yet, so if you know anything sort of local or in the UK that might be of use to me as a market or as an experience, then let me know in the comments. One of my other goals is to scale up my product variety to 150 listings. Now, it was 100 last year and I didn't hit that. I think I can hit 150 because I've worked out how many listings I can do each time, and sort of I feel like that's quite conservative, and I feel like even with Patreon on the top and adding in doing more YouTube work, I feel like I can hit 150. I hope I can anyway. That is going to be the goal, because I would love to just have a greater product variety in the shop and a wider variety of products as well. Like, I've got some ideas in mind of different things I want to do, so stay tuned for that. Another goal I would really like for this year is to make my first enamel pin. Now, I know lots of people make enamel pins. I would just love to add that to my product. It's something I keep putting off because I'm a little scared about designing it, and I know which manufacturer I'm going to go to, and I've got some ideas for designs, but it's still kind of cooking in my head what I want to do, and it doesn't feel like the right time to do it yet. I feel like I want to obviously get my house move done, and then maybe not do it in the spring launch, get my Patreon launch, and then maybe do an enamel pin in the summer. I'm not sure yet, that might change, but that is something, even if I just do the one pin for the whole year, that would be hitting the goal for me. I just really want to start doing them because I feel like I love collecting enamel pins. I have an enamel pin board. I know lots of other people love collecting pins, and they're just so beautiful that I definitely want to do some swirly pins. I actually do have some wooden pins that I tried out this year, and I did 3 characters and I really love them. I think I'm going to change the backing cards for them, but they've sold really well. They do really well in themselves. They're eco-friendly, they're cute. I still want to keep doing wooden pins. I just want to add enamel pins alongside them. Another goal for 2024 is to start selling wholesale. Now, I did try and do that for 2023. I did apply to Fair, which is like a wholesaling website platform, but I'm yet to hear back. I applied about 6 months ago, so I'm hoping to hear back maybe in the spring of this year. I hope I can hear back from them and see if I can get myself a wholesale account. I don't really know what I'm doing with it yet. I just kind of am learning as I go, because I know it's different to selling on Etsy and selling on your own website and doing wholesale, like learning about wholesale prices. But it's something I'd really like to sort of get into place for the end of the year. And start selling to more stockists around the country. That would be really good. So yeah, that's definitely one of my goals for this year. My last goal for 2024 is about YouTube. Now, it's kind of the same goal as last year in that I want to upload sort of twice a month, like every couple of weeks. I would like to get a video out there. If it gets to the point where I feel like I could do 1 a week, that would be brilliant, and I will certainly give that a go. It sort of depends on how much of a workload I have with Patreon, because I have some plans for that. But I would really like to be more consistent with YouTube. I have the time now. I want to put more into it. I want to do more than just studio vlogs. I'm thinking maybe I could do some sort of educational content, like about how to prep for markets and videos like this. Maybe even like art challenges, things like that. That would be really fun. Let me know what you would like to see from me. That's more than just a studio vlog. That would be really useful and help me plan the upcoming year. So as you can see, for 2024, I have a few extra goals than I had for last year, but that is because I'm now doing this full time. I have the days, I have the opportunities, and I want to invest as much as possible into SwirliNyx. So I thought I would share those goals with you, and you can help me see if throughout the year I hit them or I don't hit them. I mainly try and set goals that are in my control, so I don't try and set goals that are to do with like how many sales I want to get, how many subscribers I want to hit, how many followers, because I feel like that just comes organically with it. It'll go at its own pace. I keep track of these things and when I hit these things on what day, just to see if there's any kind of trends, but it's not something I can personally control. So my goals like to be things that I can do myself. That's work for me to do, that has a step-by-step process. Like, I'm very logical. Considering I'm quite creative, I'm also quite a logical person. I like things neat and tidy and ordered and organized. So when I make a goal, I know the steps to get to that goal as much as I can. And I don't beat myself up if I don't hit those goals either. Like in 2023, there was some goals I didn't hit. That's absolutely fine. It's a learning curve. That was my first full year in business as SwirliNyx, and this is my second, and I'm already trying to do this full time. But you're along with me for the journey. I feel like it's a big opportunity to push myself out of my comfort zone. Although I did push myself out of my comfort zone in 2023, like a lot, I feel like I've had so many rewards from that it's spurred me on to keep going and keep pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And I'm gonna try and document as much as I can, grow as an artist, improve. I just want to keep pushing my art business and setting it up for long-term success. And I'll be moving into my new studio this year as well, so there's some really exciting things planned. And I just want to do this because it's my dream. It's simply my dream, and we should do whatever we can to make the lives we want to live, right? And on that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you look forward to the year ahead with SwirliNyx. Don't forget to subscribe because I will have the New Year launch video coming after I get back from Disney World, and possibly some Disney vlogs. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, Swirlies!